Hi, my name is Ramanan and I'm the Mission Director of ATL Innovation Mission. First of all, I want to congratulate all of you for your schools being selected for having an ATL Tinkering Lab. This is a very important initiative at a national level by the Government of India. It is actually an initiative by the Prime Minister of India. And the idea is to create a new India where we are the leaders in innovation. So you as teachers have a very important role in the success of the ATL Tinkering Lab, which has been installed in your school. This Tinkering Lab is the first step for any student to become innovative. Today, technology is changing at a rapid pace all across the world. New technologies are making their presence, like 3D printing, robotics, Internet of Things, biometrics, image processing, artificial intelligence, big data analytics, and so on. These technologies are changing the very world that we are living in, the world that we are experiencing, the jobs of tomorrow. We have a duty to make sure that the students from our schools create solutions for tomorrow. Now that is possible only when you have an innovative mindset and a problem-solving mindset. The problem-solving mindset means that you pose challenges to the children, you mentor them into the problems that exist around that need a solution. And most of the solutions today are technology-driven solutions. The Tinkering Lab is therefore the first step for the child or the student from grade 6 to grade 12 to become familiar with the latest technologies with which the solutions for all the problems that we face, both in India as well as across the world, have to be solved. So I want to congratulate all of you for taking the first step of being inducted into these technologies yourselves. When you get familiar with the technology and the power of the technology, and you also get familiar with the process of mentoring the students, you would be a very effective teacher, a guide for the student to leverage these technologies and become problem solvers of tomorrow. I am very thankful to all our partners who are making this happen. All these partners like companies, which are both multinational companies and Indian companies, are supporting us in this endeavor to make an innovative India, to make the students of our country leaders of tomorrow, job creators of tomorrow. We have 1.3 billion people in this country. We have more than 150 million students who are going to enter into the workplace. If these children are equipped with the knowledge of the latest technologies, they are going to have the potential to start many startups, new enterprises, become entrepreneurs, and become job creators. And at the end of the day, we need job creators to be able to meet the demands not only of this country, but also of the world. Many students, even from the remote schools, have the potential, have the capability to become innovators. There are many examples, outstanding examples of this, even in our country. The greatest scientist in modern times that India has produced, President Abdul J. Kalam, came from a remote town of Rameshwaram, where there was hardly any school or college worthy of its name, but still from such a remote school and from such a remote town came a man who became one of the finest scientists of the country. He started tinkering with technology that was available to him. At that time, they were just shipping fishing boats in the sea around. And from looking at what was happening there, with curiosity in his mind and with technology in his heart, he rose to become one of the greatest scientists that India has produced. That potential exists in every child in your school. So you, as teachers, have a duty to realize that potential of every child. And for that, the ATL Tinkering Labs, which we are setting up in thousands across the length and breadth of the country, is going to be extremely useful and instrumental in triggering that spark of creativity in a child, which is going to lead the child to become a solution provider and a potential job creator of tomorrow. I do want to thank every one of you for taking so much interest in this particular initiative. This initiative has a long-reaching impact. We are actually combining this initiative with another initiative called the ATL incubators. And ATL incubators are set up in academic and engineering institutions, the higher engineering institutions, which will be supporting startups in the country. So these very students who have now become familiar through the challenges that they have solved using the tinkering technologies in the tinkering labs will then have an opportunity to work in world-class startups supported by world-class incubators, the ATL incubators. And so there is the line of innovators that we can build for the future by exposing them and inducting them in these technologies. I wish you all the very best in the training program that is currently on. But as they say, learning never stops. It is a continuous process. New technologies will come, new business models will arise, and each of you have a responsibility not only to keep yourself updated on these technologies and these business models, but should also ensure that the students in your school are acquainted with the same. That way, we create the new vibrant India that is needed very much, not only for solving the problems of our country, but also for solving the problems of the world. Thank you very much.